Hi everyone, Angelo here, homeless filmmaker in LA. Been dealing with depersonalization, derealization. It's tough. Trying to survive. It's a little bit of a cold night. So I've cried a lot already. I've had enough tears. I'm not trying to cry more, but my dad passed away today. I got to at least great memories with him, like the videos with him. I mean, that's amazing what I had. And I've had friends talk to me today and support me. And I'm not trying to cry on video. I'm not trying to make it too sad here. I'm trying to survive. Unfortunately, I still have this disorder, which is not even allowing it to hit me all the way. Who my dad was and stuff and what he meant to me. Yeah, he was a pain in the ass, and we had our problems with each other, but I'm so glad not just the last 6 years after my last bout of depersonalization, which was horrific, and I got to tell him many times then that I loved him, and he was my joy and stuff, and it was funny, he was just sitting by me while I was hurting so badly, and, I would say, Dad, please, whatever happens, I need you here, be healthy, and he laughed, and he's like, oh, don't worry, I'll be around for a while, and he was. And even 2011 and 12, I was letting up on my, angst and stuff. And we were going to Joe's Pizza on Lee Highway. And we would watch movies together. We watched Dodsworth twice. He had the stroke last week. And he was recovering all right. But then he got a urinary tract infection. He got a fever from that, went back to the hospital. His immune system wasn't strong enough. And he passed away. And my mom she put up the phone to him so I could just say, I love you, Dad. I'm proud of you. We had so many good times. Everything else doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. And he couldn't speak, but, she said he could hear me, and he said, Angelo, and then he said, I love you all. And then he passed, and my mom and brothers were by his side after that. The hospital let them stay for a few hours. So, I'm glad for the life he had. He was 88 years old, I think. And born, I think, was it February 18th, 1931? Did that make it? So he had an incredible life. Before I was born, he had been married before. He had another son and an adopted son. He was a Vietnam veteran. He was in the Air Force for like 25 years, a master sergeant, I think. He was even in World War II a little bit. He never told me much about that, but he talked a little bit about it in a video. It's funny, a video a while ago. When I did it was a video intended at Angry Grandpa to get them to do this stunt challenge they were going to do at 400,000 subscribers, I think. And so I said, this is veterans for the subscriber challenge for Angry Grandpa. And I said, Dad, tell us, what you want. And Angry Grandpa even called me after that. He's like, look, we want to do it, but there was some complications and stuff, whatever, didn't matter. My dad liked Angry Grandpa a lot. He was an opera singer before I was born, and he still sang and liked music a lot and wrote music, and we always hated when he sang. And in my last video of him, he was singing when my mom was there. It was so funny. I was live in Virginia. So glad I got to capture that. It hurts, and I'm still struggling with my own disorder. Unfortunately, I need to be selfish and take care of myself. My mom is hurt, obviously. I'm not trying to think too much about that. She's got support. I talked to my youngest brother. He's talking to me through my disorder as well. He's helping my mom. It's tough. She's a strong woman. I haven't talked about this. Her mother died about a month ago in Greece, and just didn't want to bring it up on video. And my mom took it bravely, and even though it hurt that she hadn't seen her mom in so long because she couldn't afford to go to Greece. My grandma had a stroke months ago and was laid up and trying to recover, finally passed. My dad, he was funny, naturally charismatic, friendly with people. Could be a real pain in the ass and angry and stuff. But, it is what it is. It made me who I am. It made me a filmmaker. The moments we communicated best, it was like with movies. And I'm so glad for that. It's going to hurt more, and I hope I recover from this illness, well, this disorder, and yeah, it's going to feel hurt more, because the reality hasn't really hit me yet. I'm not there in Virginia. It's almost a good thing. Like, I cannot deal with that in a way, and I'm naturally so incredibly depressive. I take things so hard, and this disorder kind of stops that. I've had the support of good friends talking to me today, listening to me, spending time with me. I told my mom, be strong, I love you. I said, I love my mom. I told her. And I said, I'm okay. I finally, at least today I could handle it. Yesterday I couldn't. Today I could. I said, Mom, please be well. You be well. And she's like, yeah, I know I will. And it's, I got to keep moving. I got to keep doing stuff. I can't let my health go bad. This disorder's kicking my ass enough. I still get the racing intrusive thoughts and stuff, and I plan on going to a music show tonight at a place I like going to. I always call it music show, like I don't know English, concert. And I'm glad for the support of my mom through all this. Because I can't be much to anyone right now, and I hate it. I hate this disorder. And it seems like I just need to go through hell to get through it. And hopefully not this time. And the support of my youngest brother, who I've been talking to. We normally don't talk much, but he's fully confident I'll recover. He saw me recover before. He saw me at my very worst, lowest, most painful moments, just out of my mind with pain. When I had the depersonalization, I was pacing 23 hours a day. And it's tough. But my dad, I'm so glad. He had a long life. He was a naturally happy guy, even though he was depressive and stuff too. And he was working till the very end. Like, he was working a full-time job. It gave him some meaning. He had, coworkers who he liked. I can't even think about the stuff like if I would have, I liked more or whatever, liked more with him. Yeah, but we had so much. Tim and Eric prank called him. It was the funniest thing, and it was a sweet prank call. It wasn't mean at all, and we all laughed together about it. I got to hug my dad plenty in the last few years, which I didn't do before. Got to hold him. Got to appreciate him, even when my mom said, he's napping, let him go. I'm like, no, I want to see him. I want to talk to him. I got to recover from this disorder now. It hurts, and my mom is going to be hurting. I'm not trying to think too much about that because I can't overload myself with masochism. But obviously she's going to go home without my dad, and she needs him, but she's strong, and we all, all of us here love her, want the best for her, want her to be happy and overcome and thrive and remember the good moments. She had a long marriage to him, at least the length of my life, whatever, so 34, at least maybe 36, 38 years, whatever. And he was already an older guy. My mom's like 56 or so. He was retired from the Air Force and met her here when she was waitressing. Kind of weird, but it's just, I loved my dad, as hard as it was to say. We were always kind of, weren't the closest, but it's fine. We were close. We understood each other. I'm so glad I was able to hug him in my life and talk to him and share movies with him. Had some movie reviews before I left for LA, and I just need to be better myself, unfortunately. I need to recover from my disorder. I can barely even feel my dad's passing in a way hitting me, whereas normally I'd be crushed, I'd be devastated and crying in people's arms. But I've got to take care of myself. It hurts. It's great when I talk to my mom. I talked to her a little bit today, and even to have her support my youngest brother, who's very supportive of me. And I thank you all of you for supporting me. It hurts, it sucks right now. This disorder, it's in a way it's a coping mechanism, so it's like protecting me from even worse pain. But I just want to be well now, and loved my dad and respected him, and he made me who I am. And I told him all that. I said, you made me who I am, and all the negative stuff doesn't even matter. Like, I'm so glad, and I love him, and I'm proud of him, and he loved me, and he was very proud of me. I've always been like kind of a mess, like an angsty, depressive, anxious, sort of socially withdrawn person. Sorry, I want to pull back my seat a little. And man, I love my mom. You know, I love you guys. Glad for your support. If you want to leave comments, I don't know if she can even take it, but leave comments of support for my mom and say what you liked about my dad. And I wish I could make a better tribute video. Like, I don't even have my sharpness about me to really like make a good tribute video with clips of him and stuff. But I don't even feel strongly about anyone in a way right now, except I sort of do. It's buried down, deep down, but like my normal, you know what I mean, my drive, my urgency isn't there. I'm trying not to dwell. I can't. I just got to be well. And know that it hurts that my dad's gone. In a weird way, it's like growing up. You know, you grow up when you're like this. And I hope everyone out there as well. It's times like this, like, you know, small stuff, it kind of slides. And I remember the good times and bad with my dad. I was so glad, you know, even when we were arguing, like, it was funny. And then, you know, going to Joe's Pizza, being at his house with my mom, watching movies, helping him when he would fall and stuff. He was a strong guy, hell of a strong guy, 88 years old. So that's a long life. And, you know, I love you guys. I got to be good to myself and easy on myself, patient with myself. Being a filmmaker, yes, I want to do it. I want to keep doing it, and I need to be well to keep doing it. And just I love my dad, and again, Marco Mike. He had a good life, though. He was a happy guy, and I'm so glad, you know, he was around, and I had him this long. My youngest brother, he seems to be taking it pretty well. You know, it's tough, but fortunately, he doesn't have my problem of this disorder, and he was encouraging me just a few minutes ago on the phone with me for a while, encouraging me, like, not even talking about dad much. Yeah, if you want to leave words of support for my mom, I don't know if it's even, like, I wouldn't even want to read them to her because it's so hurtful, but if you want to leave them, you know, I can't even do, like, express myself, like, get my urges out to do, like, a proper tribute, like a show for him or something, which I'd like to do. And I do want to do, but it's like I'm not me yet. I can't feel it. It sucks. I'm like a pile of mush, and I still have these intrusive thoughts and stuff, and it sucks, but I have to trust it'll make me better, a better person, and I know my dad would be proud of that. But if you want to leave those for my mom, my youngest brother can read them to her, and, you know, right now she needs all the love and support in the world. You know, we've all wondered, you know, worried when this could happen, because he's an older guy, and thank goodness he didn't suffer too bad, and just, yeah, we're good. Like, my mom's a good person. I think basically, even though I hate myself a lot, you know, I'm a decent guy. Even though I feel like I'm nothing sometimes, and that's when I'm well and not just DPDR'd out. And we all got to keep going on, and important thing is, you know, be good to people, be good to each other. Thank goodness my dad and I were good, you know. And I did make the effort to reach out to him and stuff and be with him. And yeah, maybe my brother can read those to my mom, and she just needs support because I know she's hurting and she wants to be strong. She was talking to me today about to cry. She was going to the funeral home to make arrangements, and she was about to cry, and I was about to cry. But then she said, stop, let's not cry. Dad wouldn't want that. So it's so reassuring to talk to her now, even with my disorder and stuff. And I don't know if I'll go back to Virginia and visit. There's nothing really I can do. In a way, it's like I need to be well. Unfortunately, I hate it. I hate it with all my strength that I have this disorder. But my dad, for all his faults, was a great guy. Made me who I am. Extremely hardworking. I didn't see him much weekdays growing up at school because he would work in mornings, sort of like a janitor. It was called like sexton at his Methodist church. And then he would work nights as a security guard. And he was working nights his whole life. And yeah, kind of, it sucked not having him there and stuff. And I'm glad I like my dad a lot. And I was able to show that to him. It hurts, but as long as I keep moving forward, I sort of feel okay. And I have to recover. I have to recover from my disorder and then be myself. I got to be a good person. I got to be a filmmaker. Think about, living in the future. And my dad was a wonderful guy, again, for all his faults, and he leaves a wonderful memory. I'm so grateful to you all. Thank you. It meant the world that I could share him on video. Without it, it would have been a nothing of a life to not have videos and film my funny parents. Right now, everyone, let's root for my mom to be well. I can't even be the support for her that she needs because I'm not myself. So let's all say, go mom, go Angelo's dad, rock him, Angelo's dad rocked. My mom rocks. I love her. I love you all. And I'm okay. I'm getting choked up, but I'll survive. And it's good that I have my mom and, my youngest brother and good friends out here in LA. Makes a lot of difference. And I'm scared of when I'll get better, but my youngest brother's telling me, Angelo, I know you even as I saw you last time. And he doesn't even want to speak about how bad I was because it hurts him to remember the horrific things I was going through. He says, I'm confident you'll get better. I'm fully confident. And though this disorder scares the hell out of me, that's good to hear. I'm early to this show tonight. I don't even know if I can walk in right now, but I just want to walk in and see, hey, if I can go and talk to someone or whatever. Small little space, sun space. And I just hope to be well, and my mom's well, and we all have good lives, and we need each other, And it's so nice, even after this, happened, it was so nice to talk to my mom briefly, and she had to go and stuff, and talk to my youngest brother. And it's a surreal thing. Like I said, it's a weird growing up. I'm growing up now because of this, even though this condition, it sucks. It's so shitty. I want to be myself. I'm relying on my friends. I can't be the person who supports my friends now and offers stuff. I have to rely on them until I'm standing on my own 2 feet. But in a way, it's easier for me out here than if I had to deal with there, especially with my disorder. So, just send my mom your best. Tell him, how much you love my dad. Look up Angelo's dad if you want to see the videos. He was hilarious. He was weird. He liked music and opera and stuff. And I know a lot of people out there love him. He was on the Jimmy Kimmel pranks. It was so funny. And he wasn't even mad about the pranks. He'd be like, oh, thank you for breakfast in bed when I dumped it on him and stuff. Or threw toilet paper at him. He caught it and pretended to wipe his ass. So, and I was so glad to do that stuff. I mean, it was so nice and funny and just say hey, that's my dad, a weird guy. And, I hope to carry on his legacy. as much as, in a way, I've always felt like my life didn't matter, it has to matter. And I'm scared about this disorder, still dealing with it. Still, man. I hope I get my instincts back to film, but right now it's almost protecting me from this too. So, hey, I love my mom. I love you all. I love my dad, Marco Mike, 88 years old. Gotta sit back a little. And all my friends who I love, thank you. Who I've been talking to, and let's all be well, you know. Leave your comments of support. I don't want to cry reading your comments. I want us to all to be well. And, you know, you guys out there watching, I don't even know who so many of you are. Just so incredible for watching. And made this life so much worth living. If I didn't have film, it wouldn't even be worth anything. I'd just be miserable. So I'm going to try and get some stuff done now. Go talk to people. Maybe talk to my mom tonight, my brother again, my youngest brother. And thanks, everyone. Be well. And appreciate everybody.